What is up, everyone? Landon here from Messenger Organizer. Wanted to shoot this quick tutorial video so that now that you're inside Messenger Organizer, you understand exactly how you're going to use it. Okay, so we're assuming that you've already downloaded the extension in the Chrome Web Store or through one of my links. And what will happen is you'll see this icon here. You'll see this icon pop up, and that is the Messenger Organizer extension icon. So if you click on that, this you'll already see. I'm going to sign out so you can, for the sake of seeing how you sign in. You're going to see this icon here, and you're going to click, and you are going to log in. And I'm just going to punch in my password here, and that comes up. And then we're going to log in, and you'll see here I've already created a bunch of folders inside of my Messenger Organizer platform here. Now, what I'll show you is I'll show you how to create an actual folder, and then we'll show you how you add the conversations and some of the automation features that come with Messenger Organizer. So here's our folders management. Again, here's the folders I've created. You can title them whatever you want. You can make them whatever color you want. You can go in and edit them. You can trash them if you want. And then visible or non-visible, you can actually make some of your folders non-visible if you're sharing it with the team or something like that and you don't want them to see a specific folder. But for the sake of our exercise here, let's go through creating a folder. So I hit the plus icon. Let's pretend we're doing not only leads for chiropractors, but maybe we're doing dentist leads. And so we punch that in there, dentist leads, and we are going to go ahead and select a color. What color do we want our dentist leads to be? Maybe it's going to be a nice yellow, okay? And so you put that where you want it as far as the color goes. Just hit enter. And then you'll see we hit create new folder, and if we go back you can see here's our dentist leads, and it's that yellow color we selected, right? So that's kind of the first step when you jump into Messenger Organizer, is you want to create these folders and break it into sections so that you can easily organize your conversations depending on how you're using Messenger. And maybe it's just for family and friends like you see here, or maybe you're using it in more of a business way, so you have leads and your network all here in Messenger. Okay, so I'm going to click out of that, and you're going to see I've already selected a lot of folders and put them in different categories, but for the sake of this I'm going to select another one. We're going to go down here and we're going to select this plus icon, and then this is what happens when you select the plus icon with Messenger Organizer, is you'll see this big box pop up, right? And it'll show you the thread, who the person is, the conversation title. It's a single conversation. That would change if you had a group conversation happening, right? And then you have the folder selection here. And so we can decide where we want to put this folder, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back out and I'm going to refresh, because you can see we don't see our dentist leads in here yet, because we need to refresh Messenger. And this will be a typical thing that you'll do when going in, like when you first install Messenger Organizer. You'll want to refresh your Messenger page, so that you can see all these plus icons pop up and you can see all the things you've updated inside of the extension. Okay, so we're gonna hit the refresh button, and then we're gonna go to that same conversation. We're gonna hit the plus icon and hit here again, and now you can see our dentist leads has popped up, right? So we're gonna put this conversation in dentist leads, and the awesome thing about Messenger Organizer is not only can you put it in the folder, but you can also add some text pertaining to that particular conversation. So let's say we had a conversation here and we talked about certain things, and maybe we want to remind ourselves to call back in 3 days, right? And I didn't hit my L's, right? Okay, so we're going to call back in 3 days, and that's going to be whatever the date is, right? Maybe it's 7/25/20. Okay, so this is going to remind us to do that. And then what we're going to do, sorry, my Siri's going off. What we're going to do is we're going to assign that. We're going to assign this conversation to the folder, and then we're also going to put the note in here. We hit assign, and that's done. Okay, now let's go and check that out, because we want to see that we've actually put it in there. And this is kind of the CRM feature of this software. You can see here if we click here, this button here is going to take us to a separate tab that will allow us to see all of our lists. Okay. Now before we jump into that real quick, you can see here there's a select folder option. And this shows all the folders that we've created: friends, family, leads, dentist leads, etc. So that one we just added, for example, we hit dentist leads, here it is, okay? If we want to see our friends list, all the ones we've added in the friends list. If we want to go back to all of our conversations, then you hit this select folder button again, and then that'll show you all the conversations again, okay? So just FYI, you can sort those out right inside Messenger so you can see who's in which list, okay? And then if you want to see it in the CRM version, you can click on the icon, and again, you click this stack here, and then what will happen is you'll see all of the conversations we've put in folders, okay? And if you remember this one, we put it in our dentist leads folder, and here we have call back in 3 days, 7/25/20, which is what we just included in our notes, right? And so that's what's really neat about this feature, is that you can go in here and you can quickly see all your conversations, what notes you made. You can even send auto messages, which we'll cover in a minute, and then you can go to those profiles, those specific Messenger conversations, etc. Okay. Now, if we want to go back and we want to see, hey, who are all the people we've put in dentist leads, we can click that, and again, shows it just this one. And then if we want to visit that person's profile, we could click profile button, and it'll take us directly to this person's profile, right? So we'll go back here, and then if we wanted to go to that specific conversation in Messenger, we could click this icon, and you'll see it'll take us right to that conversation here, same person, and we can go here and resume our conversation with that person, right? And then finally, if you wanted to do a chat, you can type in a message and say, "Hi, dentist lead, ... right? And whatever you want to say to this person, and you could hit send, and you can actually send a message directly from this CRM page, right? You wouldn't even have to go into Messenger specifically. You would just send a message that way, and you're going to have a conversation that same way, right? Now, you won't be able to see them sending messages back within this CRM setting, but you could send them a message here in the CRM setting if you'd like. Okay, so there's that option, the chat option. Here's the notes we've made, right? And if you wanted to go and change notes or make edits to it, you could go back down to this conversation and say, hey, let's add some notes, right? And you add your notes. Bop, bop, bop. Hit assign again, and then that's going to update. You'll see here, if I refresh that, here it is, add some notes, go to our dental leads, and there are the notes, okay? And then one really cool thing about Messenger Organizer, depending on which plan you've picked, the automation, the message automation feature to Messenger Organizer only is included in our Platinum package, the premium package we have for Messenger Organizer. And so if you want that, you'll need to make sure you've signed up for that package. If you're just on the free version or the basic plan, then you won't have this auto message feature. But if you do, you can go in here and create a message template, and we say, hey, hi buddy, maybe that's what the message we want to send. We save that template, and then we can actually hit here, and it'll send this auto message, right? Whatever template we've created, okay? And so that'll send that auto message to that particular conversation, and it helps save us some time and energy if we're trying to add a bunch of friends and add new leads without having to do a handwritten note with every single person, okay? So those are some of the features. Again, if we wanted to remove, we could hit the trash can. If we want to go back to all of our conversations, we hit that, and we see all of our conversations here with their profile pics, their links to their profiles, links to their conversations. We can chat with them. We can send an auto message if you're on the appropriate plan, etc., right? And then, finally, if we wanted to clear all those leads, we wanted to take them all out of these folders, we could hit this Clear All Leads button, and that would take everyone out, right? And we start fresh, and we start adding new people again, okay? So this is kind of the CRM setting here within Messenger Organizer, which makes it really clean and simple to see who's in what conversation, who's in my friend conversation, what do I need to do with them, who's in the Chiro leads or whatever it is you're doing, right? What do I need to do with them? You can add the notes, etc., right? So again, this is Messenger Organizer in a nutshell. And if you want to go in and add people, check out your folders, whatever it is you want to do, you can do that here in Messenger, and then again, easily see all those here in the CRM setting, or kind of almost like an Excel sheet setting, right? So that's Messenger Organizer. Thank you so much for taking the time to look through our video, check out the features. If you have questions, issues, need support, feel free to email us. It's Landon@messengerorganizer.com. and you can send those questions directly to me, and me or someone on my team will take care of you ASAP. Thank you again for trusting us, for using Messenger Organizer, being a part of it. We're so glad to have you here.